Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to be talking about how to maintain a good, proactive, non-depressive, non-obsessive state of mind, pretty much. And I've put it into I've made 3 points for what you should live by, for just how to go about that, how to maintain a good state of mind. So basically, I've put them into the first one, probably the most important one as well, is just to always have in your mind positive goals that you're aiming towards and that you're excited about all the time, and not just one as well. You need a few different ones in different areas of your life as well, so that you're not obsessing over one as well, if you know what I mean. So just things that you're excited about and aiming towards. I'm going to go into it more in a second. That's the first one. The second one is just a simple one, but it's surprising how many people don't get this part right. Just you're sleeping, you're eating, and you're drinking. Because it makes a massive difference to this stuff if you're getting this stuff wrong. Just things as simple as getting a minimum of 7 hours sleep a night. How much alcohol you're drinking does have a big effect on your mind, obviously, and what you're eating. I'll go into it in a bit more detail in a bit. And the last one, this is pretty important as well, is just having a varied lifestyle. So the main point with this is never being obsessed with one thing at a time, but having a lot of things in your life that you're focused on at the same time. And again, with that, I'll go into a bit more depth in a second. So the first one, the positive goals. Positive goals or aims, the main idea of this is that it's giving you things to be excited about all of the time, as opposed to allowing yourself to fall into negative thought patterns. Essentially, that is the main idea with this. If you've got things that you're excited about, then it's pretty much, if you're genuinely excited about them, it's pretty much impossible to fall into a negative state of mind, if you know what I mean. But I understand that it can be difficult to get to that place, but once you do get to that place and you get an understanding of how to maintain that mindset, it really works really well. So the best way for me to explain this is just to compare the day of someone who might be whose energy is turned inwards and they're fit and they're in a bit of a depressed state at the moment. I'm going to compare how their day might go and be set out, and I'm going to compare the day of someone who is in a good, proactive, outward energy kind of state of mind, and compare the days of the two people. Don't get me wrong with this as well. Someone who's in a depressed state of mind can have a life that from the outside looks pretty proactive and good, but they're just kind of going through the motions. But the difference will be the level of engagement in the things that they're doing, if you get what I mean. But the more things that you get yourself engaged in, the easier that becomes. But I'll stop going on about that now. So first I'll go into someone who is in a good outward energy and is feeling good about themselves at the time. So just as a random idea of what their day might look like. So they get up in the morning and they've just had a good night's sleep, and they're looking forward to the day. First of all, they go and have a shower, and all that kind of thing, and eat. And this sounds a bit ridiculous to say all of this, but it's actually quite important that you're engaging with these things as well, if you know what I mean. Because these simple things like just washing yourself and eating, things like that, if they're quite important parts of your day and you're thinking about doing them as opposed to being stuck inside your head, then they become an engaging part of your day, if you kind of get what I mean with that. They might have their mornings set out for work hours. So actually, I'm just going to describe my day when I'm in a good state of mind, when I'm operating well and I'm feeling good. This is how my day would probably go. So I'd have got up quite early. I'd have had a cold shower first thing in the morning. I'd have had a big healthy breakfast, probably eggs, poached eggs, some fruit, that kind of thing. And then my morning will be dedicated to work. So from maybe 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. it's dedicated to my clients in the morning. I'll go back, I'll go home after that, I'll have some lunch, and then I'll have time dedicated to working towards probably a fitness kind of goal, or strength kind of goal, or cycling, because my other sport is cycling as well. So I'll either be going for a ride, or I'll be maybe going to the gym or something. But just notice so far that it's all things that are they're all aims towards something. So with the work and then fitness goals here in the day, I'll then come back, I'll eat again, I'll maybe, sometimes I'll have a nap in the day, just have a little bit of a chill. I'm never sitting around doing nothing for long though. And then next, after that, I'll probably have another shower and that kind of thing. Obviously, I've been training, and then my evening will be dedicated to work as well. So I've got aim there, an aim there, and an aim there. Once I finish work, it's important to me that I have a really good clean meal. So I'll come back, I'll cook for myself, and then I'll eat after that. And then I'll plan what I need to plan for my clients the next day. But if you kind of get the idea of it, there's always stuff to be thinking about or aiming towards all the time. The only thing that I've missed out in a day like that is your downtime, or your time for your relationships or your friends, which is important for your mind as well. But I'll often set aside some time for that kind of thing. Also in the afternoon, I'll put the training first, but sometimes in the afternoon, or if not, at the weekends. But my weekdays, that's kind of how it goes. The only thing I've not mentioned is the meditation I'll do as well in the morning, and some of the mind training that I do. That's also a part of my day as well, every day. But that's to be got into more depth in another video. So that's the first thing. Always having positive things in your mind that you're excited about and aiming towards. Next is getting enough sleep. Not drinking too much alcohol is really important. It has such an effect on your mind. And just your eating. So sleep-wise, you've got to be aiming for. If you're getting less than about 7-8 hours a night, then it is gonna affect your motivation and excitement about the day. You just get up and your body still needs rest, then you just can't you can't get engaged with what you're doing in the day. So that's really important. First, it's one of the most important things that you get enough rest every night. Try and get 8 hours each night, and you'll be surprised how much of a difference that makes, just that on its own. Alcohol, you need to be at a place where you don't need any kind of escape from any kind of substances. If you know what I mean. If one of the only things you get excited about in your week is going out at the weekends and getting really pissed, then you're just looking forward to that escape from your usual mindset all the time. And it's not easy if that's what you're used to, but that can't be the case. You need to be at a place where, if you want, you can. This is quite a hard place to get to, but you need to be at a place where you could go out without drinking and have a great time without drinking. Basically, I do drink, but the way I do it is I don't drink for a few weeks, and then I'll drink, and then I'll go another few weeks without drinking, and then I'll go out and drink. That's the way I do it, because I do like drinking, but it affects me badly if I get pissed every weekend. And then just your eating, and just simple, just to keep it clean and natural. That should be kind of obvious what kind of stuff that is. You shouldn't be doing any weird diets or anything like that. Meat, fish, fruit, veg, good carbs, rice, pasta, nuts in the diet, all that kind of thing. Drink loads of water. Just keep your body cleansed, and eat the stuff that we're supposed to eat, and you will feel better. It's just the way it works. The last thing, and this is really important as well, is to have a varied lifestyle. So try to never be obsessed with one thing at a time, because I have a real tendency to do this. I have a tendency the thing might be positive, but I'll get obsessed with only my cycling, or only my work, or only going out. The problem when you do that is you get really excited about doing the thing, but then in the time outside of when you're doing that thing, you have nothing stimulating you in that time, and that's when your mind can start wandering and getting into a negative thought pattern. So it's so important that you have varied things that are all important to you at the same time. Thinking of it like this is good. Thinking of your work, your relationships, your sports or your fitness or kind of things, and your learning or your training of your mind. Those 4 areas should all be a part of your day every day, and they should all be of equal importance as well. If you get what I mean with that. And what that does is it just means that as soon as you've finished doing something that has been stimulating for you, you've got the next thing waiting for your mind to be focused on, and then you've got the next thing, rather than being stagnant for hours in between the thing that you happen to be obsessed with at the moment. This might not apply to everyone, but I've mentioned this one just because this is a big one for me in particular. But I do think that the other points that I've made will apply to most people. Well, all people. Some people more than others, but I really do think that these points, just going by these few points, really, if nothing else, just really help you to live in the moment and just stay engaged with life. They just help you to enjoy life a lot more. So always having positive goals or aims in your life that you're working towards. Your sleep, your drinking, and your eating, and just having a varied lifestyle, with no big obsessions. Those three things, and you should have a miles better state of mind, a miles better mindset. Alright, that's it for today. I'll be coming out with new videos from now on. I'm going to be making videos at least every week and uploading them. So, thanks a lot. Cheers.